I'm here with Steve from Smallfry. Hello, Steve.
Hello.
Thanks for talking to us today. Would you mind showing us what are you exhibiting today?
Well, we've got a range of things here. They go from the kind of concept work we've been doing for the gadget show right through to metered drug delivery devices and things which act as a gymnasium for your lungs to increase your breathing capability.
Excellent. So obviously you've got a lot of different projects going on. Sounds like there's a lot going on, which is very exciting. Today, as you said, you were showing a few different pieces of technology that Smallfry has obviously been a big part of creating.
Yes.
Could you talk me through some of what's here?
Okay, if we start with the headset.
Sure.
Okay, the headset came about because we work with the gadget show. We've probably done about 4 episodes for them. And the challenge was to help Amy Williams, who's going up against one of the co-presenters. And we researched around, and there was some technology a university was working on which can actually measure your thought patterns. So scarily, they can tell if you're happy or sad. Combined with then eye tracking software and a camera on the side of the device, we can actually work out what people are looking at, whether they like it, responding well to it, whether they dislike it, and then you can pre-program it to record that, capture the moment, or use it for posterity for some other reason.
That's great. So this headpiece, could you say a bit about where it might be implemented, where it might actually be used?
Well, to be honest, I think that's down to your imagination or our imagination, because I can see that being useful. I know working with market research groups, they like to know what people are attracted to when they're walking the aisles of the supermarkets. Obviously, there are devices similar to that, but this is simultaneously recording your actual brainwave pattern rather than interpretation of things, so I could see it being useful there. It's not a million miles away from what Google Glass is capable of doing, some thought and imagination to that. Obviously, it's a different form factor, but it could give you those. There's a vast array of areas where I think it could be used. You could even perhaps monitor road rage as you're driving down the road and see what's making you, winding you up, and what it is that you might be able to do about that.
Yeah, brilliant. That's really interesting. Okay, so the other piece of interesting technology you had, which I think you said could be implemented very much so in the medical world, which already is implemented, was this Power Breathe. So could you explain a bit about that for me?
Yeah, I suppose to keep it simple so people understand, effectively what that is a gymnasium for your lungs. Okay, so what the device does, we know that you only use your muscles to inhale. Exhalation is automatic, but getting in there, you use your diaphragm, you have to inhale. This device has a diaphragm inside the mouthpiece which comes off so you can dishwasher that part. And as you inhale, there are 2 pressure transducers, so you can detect ambient pressure and also demand pressure, how strong your lungs are. So the device immediately works out how strong your lungs currently are, and then decides by moving this diaphragm to restrict the airflow, and that makes it either easier or simple for you to breathe. So as you start to flag, it backs off on you. So all you have to do really is inhale 30 times, twice a day, and that will improve your breathing capability. So that has applications for people who've got COPD or asthma. This is a device that we won the British Plastics Industry Design Award for. So in terms of the technical challenges involved, there's some fantastic battery management going on board this in terms of its lifetime of the battery. The interface for the graphic user interface and the simplicity of use had a lot of attention paid to it to make sure that it was simple and easy to comprehend. But just purely from a moulding point of view, the whole thing goes together as an assembly without any mechanical fixings. So the thing has been over-moulded with thermoplastic rubber, synthetic rubber, and all the seals around the joints have been formed by the injection moulding process as an over-moulding technique. So that's a very challenging, complex thing. And then the ability to take the mouthpiece off and separately wash it in a dishwasher is also quite an important objective.
Okay, Steve, what have we got here in front of us?
Well, basically what you've got here is a metered drug delivery device. It administers apomorphine, and that is generally, it's used for late-stage Parkinson's disease sufferers. And to be honest, the impact and effects of it can be almost like witnessing a miracle, because when patients are suffering, it's very difficult for them to control their shaking. Once they get this working in the morning, it can almost bring them back to a normal state or condition. So it's very useful for them. We started work with this company, and the main task that this product does is to give it a ruggedized, watertight housing, So that means you can actually continue to take your medication and benefit from that while you're showering. And subsequently from this we have now moved on and we're developing a whole new range of secret stuff that I'm not going to tell you about.
That's great, thank you so much.
Okay, no problem.